Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have a very awesome reading. And I hope you guys are all well. And yes, we start Sagittarius with It's Not Me. It's not me, no. And this card is followed up with the Karmic Message card. These cards talk about somebody who feels disconnected, unhappy, confused, ungrounded, off balance. Yeah. And so they feel that way because they're not connected to source energy at all. They're not connected, basically, right? And so they are a little confused. And so the karmic message comes in as a revelation to them, as an awakening, as a powerful realization that you're not connected because you've been living the wrong way. You've been like trying to stay in a place sometimes that doesn't work anymore, that doesn't serve you, right? And it would make sense these days because, Pluto is in Aquarius. We also have an eclipse coming up. And, we're in Aries season, which talks about new beginnings because Aries is a cardinal sign. It is the first sign in the zodiac. So, cardinal signs are, they bring it on. They're trendsetters, right? They start things. Yeah. And so, yes. And so somebody here had a major revelation, their own karmic message, right? And we have harvest and the truth. And here are the little gnomes. And this woman here, she's a gnome, right? She's a nomita, I suppose. And so here she is, and she's carrying, the grapes, right? And this is like a celebration or abundance, a time of abundance. This is really the Two of Cups, and you can see the cups above her head. She's very happy. And then we have the truth. And here is the gnome playing his little, lute, whatever he calls it in his country, in little gnome land, right? But he's yelling the truth out here. He's singing it. Somebody wants to tell you a truth that I believe that they feel like you are a karmic partner or a soulmate, I believe, and that they've been shown the truth, right? Like through some type of spiritual. I feel like they felt so bad in their life that they knew there was something wrong. Yeah, like that, right? It's like a forced ending of the way that you are living. And yeah, I feel like they want to come and tell you this truth. I also feel like they want to tell you that you are the soulmate with this Two of Cups. They want to tell you that I love you and let's get together. I'm pretty sure here. We also have the protective nest next to the truth. They want to protect this. It sits next to the truth. And here's the woman. And she is dressed, interesting. All these feathers are here. And on top of her head is a crow, which is very intelligent. Crows they know what's up. They do. And they are mystical birds, they are like enchanted birds. And so here we have the eggs in the nest. This person wants to protect this protective nest. And that's what she's doing. She said, don't take away my eggs because, I'll zap you. Those are my little crows or whatever, she thinks is in this, right? Maybe she thinks she's a giant bird, right? She could, but she's definitely protecting her nest. And then we have stranded, and this card here, Sagittarius, he's stranded and he's a sailor, and above him is, the tree. He's on the tree on the lower branch. He's been kind of, I don't know, he fell off the ship up here, which is on a tree, but that's his ship. He's a sailor and he's holding this anchor. So this stranded card is kind of, we're going to look at that in a minute. Somebody feels definitely stranded without you. I feel like they do. You might have left them behind, Sagittarius. You might have said, maybe you said come back when you have the truth, or when you know the truth, or when you can tell the truth. It's possible here. Yeah, you could have said that. But they want to reveal their truth to you, and I feel like it's that I want to protect this, and I've had an awakening. I love you. I learned all this kind of stuff spiritually that, you're the one. Yeah. And, it's another thing. A lot of people are going to be going through awakenings. Yeah, because Pluto is death and rebirth, right? And definitely could be awakenings, right? The end of a certain way to live or think, right? And so, and then we have the gift. And here is this woman, and she's wearing, you know, you might call it a strange outfit, but it doesn't really matter. She's holding her parasol. Her hair is wings. Yeah, this is interesting. The woman who did this artwork, she kind of used digital, and I was reading briefly about it. She mixed a bunch of art together, and so, you know. But long story short, she's carrying the gift, and under the parasol is this swan. So, you know, she has a gift in her hand. Somebody wants to bring you a gift. I feel like they also want to tell you that you are a gift to them. Definitely could happen. Let's look at stranded and see what that's about, because we know that they are trying to protect this. Yes, they are. Or you are doing this, Sagittarius, right? You know, it could be either. Yeah. We're going to see about them in the extended, right? At the end of the reading, we will pull their oracle cards, pull a few to start their reading, to kind of, you know, to confirm what I'm saying, basically. And stranded is misdirection, misjudgment, and a fear of failure. So they know that they've had misjudgment, right? Or that they have misjudged you, or they took the wrong direction. And with this, it's not me feeling so confused and the stranded that I'm reading about here and the karmic message. That's what they're coming to tell you. They're coming to tell you that they made the wrong decision in life about which way to go. I'm pretty sure they're doing that. And look at this young sailor stranded with his ship on top of a tall tree. Yeah, I mean, how can you have a ship on a tree? So this person feels completely out of their element, right? Yeah, they do. And he needs his anchor to help him get back down to earth. The card asks, how did the ship get there? This is such an unusual place for a seafaring vessel. At times we feel the same. We find ourselves in situations we can't understand. Yeah, how did we get here? Why are we here, right? Why did I pick this, right? I mean, that's happened before. It's happened to me in my life when I was younger, for sure. This is such an unusual place. Okay. Sometimes we feel we made mistakes because our expectations are so high. We set ourselves up for failure. We either beat ourselves up over our performance, or we are so intimidated that we never even begin. Failure is a necessary part of success, as important to the journey as a rudder on a ship. Okay, they could be afraid, Sagittarius, that you know, that I feel like this person's already made a decision and they are misguided. They were misguided with their judgment and, you know, misdirected because they weren't awakened at all. They weren't connected. It's not me and the karmic message. But they could be fearing as well, Sagittarius, that you will not protect this because they're coming to tell you their truth. Yeah. And so they might even play you a song. And here's the gift with it. And I'll show you guys this card because I love this artwork, right? It's very interesting and it's very kind of, it's a little bit Victorian looking, but enchanted. It's just kind of a mix. Definitely Victorian looking. So let's see what else it says here for the gift. And this is whimsy, excitement, curiosity, and gift. Under a snowy sky, a woman with feathered hair holds a little box. Yeah, when they say feather, they don't mean from the 70s that some women try to bring it back, right? It's really cute. It is. Your hair is like, it's layered here, and it all falls back. But it didn't quite make it back all the way. No, it's like it did. And so, but when they say feathered, they mean like real feathers, like she's a chicken or a bird, kind of, right? Yeah. Okay. So it says here, under a snowy sky, a woman with feathered hair holds a tiny box. What is inside this box? We don't know for sure, but it seems to be a gift. Yeah, it has a bow on it, right? Or, you know, a ribbon. Simple on the outside, but perhaps magical within. We can only imagine what would happen if we could tug the string and look inside. Would it be the fulfillment of an old wish? Remember the curiosity we have before opening presents, the magical space between dreams and truth. A gift reminds us of the excitement we have in these special moments. Yeah, and so I feel like this person wants to bring you a gift, Sagittarius. I feel like they do here. And I feel like they think that it's going to help them not fail. Right? Maybe you like gifts. Maybe you said, I love gifts, right? There's nothing wrong with that. right? I love gifts. Yeah. I love them when they're really wrapped up nice too. Yes, I do. So today, you guys, we're going to use the Housewife's deck. Yeah. And you don't have to be a housewife. You don't have to be, you don't have to clean your house. You don't have to want to get married. You don't have to do any of that because these cards are just, they're a lot of fun, right? So let's see what we have. We have some serious messages. I feel like these are beautiful messages, though. Somebody who's coming very humble. Say, hey, I made the wrong choices in life. I chose the wrong path. I have a gift for you. I feel stranded without you. I kind of feel that maybe you're saying this to this person, Sagittarius. I want to protect this. Yeah, I want to celebrate. I want to harvest with you. And this person is coming to tell you, Sagittarius, that you are a harvest, that you're the Two of Cups, right? Yeah. Let's see what we have. The other day I had 2 cups of wine. I had a hangover. I went to the game with my son, and I got myself a glass of wine, and I came back and he got me another one, and I'm like, oh my goodness, here, like. So I drank most of the wine, right? I wasn't going to have another one. And then that night I had a hangover. And the next night I had to watch the kids. And my little granddaughter, she needs a lot of little details before she goes to bed. I have to sing her a song. I'm not kidding. It goes on and on. I was like, oh my goodness, right? I was so tired. So let's see, Sagittarius. And the Ten of Swords shows up at the bottom of the deck here. And yeah, and here's, these cards are a little bit funny, but we see the pin cushion instead of 10 swords because people used to sew. But, there's some type of ending in this reading. There are definitely the ending to think away, the ending to leave a situation that was misguided or using poor judgment. Your person could have got into a whole nother life with somebody. It's possible. It's either you or them, right? Let's see what else we have, Sagittarius, for you and this person basically at this point, right? These are going to be your cards, and their cards will be in, there'll be a couple here before we head to the extended, right? We have the Ten of Wands, right? Wow. So let's see. And yeah, and this woman's carrying all these 5 of Cups, Sagittarius. So today we'll put down, actually we will put down some of their cards. We will. So your person in their challenge is the Hermit. Maybe they are a Virgo, right? We have the Hanged Man in the reading, the Queen of Pentacles, who could be a Virgo, could be another earth sign as well. Queen of Swords is here, could be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. And that is kind of, and the King of Wands is here as well. So that's you, most likely, Sagittarius, but looks like we have everybody here almost, right? Yeah, we do. And regardless of these cards, there could be. So, Sagittarius, what's on your mind here is some type of major, this is challenging you here, or you feel like this person is challenged because you know what's going on with them, right? So you have the 7 of Wands. The 5 of Cups is a disaster. It's showing up in your current energy, but I feel like this is more like, it's more like this is what's on your mind. And you might be wondering if this person is ending, if they're in this energy I was talking about, like the stranded energy, and it's not me, I feel disconnected. This person could be telling you that also, Sagittarius, with this, it's not me, that I've changed. I was so disconnected that I'm not the same person. I've changed. I feel like that's going on in this reading. Yeah. And because it's next to the karmic message, like I learned, I was revealed, right? An angel came to me and said, wake up, it's time to wake up. Yeah. And because it's next to the 2 of Cups. So this message they received is, I love Sagittarius, and Sag is my 2 of Cups. So you could be wondering here, or in the past you had some type of, this really kind of burdened you, the 10 of Wands, right? This is a burden. She's carrying all these, this housewife here has like 10, these wands are like mops and brooms, right? So, her life, well, she's trying to clean here with high heels on. So that could be a problem, right? It could be. This chick told me she cleans. When her husband's home, she's always has her high heels on or something like that. I'm like, all right. So the 8 of Swords is your challenge. Somebody has to release themselves. Either you do, or you feel like they have to release themselves from some situation here. this is restricted energy, and we see the housewife stuck up on the olive loaf, right? So instead of her being the woman who has these swords around her, the blindfold, this talks about somebody feeling really stuck. You could have felt really stuck that this ended, because I don't feel like you're with them at all, and because it looks like they're coming to speak their truth, of course, right? And in your hope and desire is the Queen of Pentacles. And here she is. She's not really behaving so much like a housewife in this reading. She's kind of I can bring home the bacon fried up in a pan. And so that's the kind of woman she is here. And what it means is that she's a businesswoman, right? So she's, or she was that day, right? She's there. And so, but this could be the person that you are desiring, an earth sign possibly, or somebody who is really kind of doing well in their life and taking care of business, right? Yeah. And in your doubt, Sagittarius, it could be a fear, and this can be your hope, your desire, what you want. This Queen of Pentacles. In your doubts and fears is the Page of Wands. And, this is curious energy. So you really want to see what's going to happen with this person, right? You could be doubting, maybe you're afraid that this person is not curious enough to come forward, like they're going to stay wherever they're at, right? It's a possibility here. And looking at their energy, they have the Hermit and the beautiful woman's bathing with all these, in this green bathtub, because they used to have a lot of them here in the United States. This kind of, I think they called it avocado. I remember when my mom was in the 70s, she's like, yeah, it's avocado green, and like the appliances, right? Back in those days, it was very cool, right? Now it's, it's probably, it might be considered hideous, right? But I don't necessarily like all black either in the kitchen. It just looks to me, it looks cold. But some people love that stuff, right? Black appliances and all this stuff, right? I don't think it looks cozy. It looks too I don't know, it looks like office kind of. But that's just me, right? Everybody has their own opinion. They sure do. And so the Hermit is in your person's challenge, and this woman takes a bath. She's trying to kind of feel better. Yeah, that's what she's trying to do. And she has our little soaps here, but she's relaxing, and it's kind of a healing energy. I'm going to go take a bath and just chill, right? And forget about everything, right? Now, they could just be Virgo, right? They could be. But also looking at their energy, Sagittarius, the Hangman is here, and here's the woman, the housewife, and she's angry with her husband, and she's she's doing her laundry on the clothesline, right? It's interesting how they tell you not to use clotheslines in all these places, right? But then, you're not supposed to use a lot of energy, right? Okay, right? And so right here, Sagittarius is, she's hanging up these panties, and her husband is hanging from the clothesline upside down, and she's laughing, and he's going, whoa, save me, right? Please, right? Get me off the line. So she's been angry, and this can talk about a sacrifice or an epiphany. And your person had an epiphany. They had an enlightenment with this karmic message. So they could be sacrificing somebody or something, because there's an ending here. We start with the Ten of Wands. And where was the Ten of Swords? I feel like it was at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the pin cushion. So, we have endings here. We sure do. And some type of ending here, right? I feel like it is your person here who has awakened to the fact they took the wrong path in life, and they're like, well, I got to end this over here, whatever it is, right? Relationship, a career that's standing in the way of you guys, or they live across the country, or wherever they live, right? Yeah. And so they have the Queen of Swords, and she's cutting her husband out. So here he is, and, she's the housewife. She's laughing. She looks like she's at one of those really old-fashioned game shows where, you're doing something to your partner and everybody's laughing, and, and you're going to win a prize if your husband will, the husband who can take the most abuse or something, or the most tomatoes thrown at him, or just something like that, right? But here she is, and her husband is part of the rose bush. I don't believe he knows, though, because he's smiling, and she's getting ready to, cut him like a thorn. Not a thorn, but like she's getting ready to prune and, and cut her roses, basically, right? So he doesn't know, but she stands behind him and she laughs. And this is the Queen of Swords. And so your person's cutting with this hangman, where the woman hangs her husband, like to sacrifice him on this line. Your person looks like they're letting somebody go here, or sacrificing something, cutting something out. And their current energy is the Eight of Pentacles. And this is like devotion and inspiration and excitement. And she's painting, she's doing artwork, right? She's painting her pentacle. And so she's like, hey, and so I'm really excited. Your person here is excited. What's on their mind is sacrifice, could be. I feel like your person here is coming very excited, but they're letting something go here. And yeah, they are. You could have been hurt in the past, Sagittarius, by this person, or you are wondering if they are kind of hurt and walking away from something. And it could be all of the above, or both, right? A and B, right? Which, choose C, right? We have the Hermit in the Challenge. The Ace of Cups is what they want. See? This is their desire here. We see the beautiful, I'm not sure, a little wine glass, or, I'm not sure, but it's a beautiful glass here, and it is to cheer, to toast, right? Your person's hoping for a new beginning in love, and their fear and their doubt, Sagittarius. Hold your breath, Sagittarius, all right, is the King of Wands. So they're afraid of you, right? So let's look, Sagittarius, at let's start their, let's go ahead and start their oracle spread, and it'll be a 10 card spread. And we're also going to have their tarot spread, right? And their tarot spread will be what challenges them, their current energy, and we're going to also see their what they're hiding, like what's unknown to you about this person. We're going to see what they want to say to you, what's in their environment, also how they are looking at this whole situation, the underlying energies between you guys, and any external factors. We're going to see what that's about. And of course, their near future. Let's see what we have here, though, right? Yeah, we're going to look at their advice, Sagittarius. I already know what it is, right? It's like, it's bite your tongue, come forward, tell the truth, and, say how much you love me, right? That would be my advice to them. Let's see what we have, Sagittarius, for them. Show me their energy. Sagittarius' person's energy. Show me Sagittarius' person's energy. We start with blossoming abundance. So here we see the beautiful, this is it's a brook, or like a little pond, and everything around it is really, really beautiful. Yeah, I feel like, oh, maybe it's not a pond, but this is like the forest where everything is beautiful, and all, the birds are here, and the flowers, and all these type of beautiful flowers, right? It looks like there's a coin. Yeah, there's actually a coin in the tree. There's coins. Yes, this is blossoming abundance. This person wants to bring you something very stable and solid. Let's see what else we have for Sagittarius' person. For Sagittarius' person, please. And challenging them is the contract. So they could be married to somebody. This supports them as well. Maybe they want to marry you, but it doesn't always have to support them. It can sit in the influential or the crossing energy. We will find out, I believe, in their reading. They could be married to somebody, right? Yeah, because let's see what else we have. Show me why it's all happening for somebody here. Show me why it's all happening for Sagittarius' person, not somebody. And we have the garden and the gate. Yeah, see, this card, Sagittarius, talks about this little girl every day. She lives with abundance, like she has her own money or whatever, and or she's married to somebody with money, something like that. They're showing somebody young here. But, she goes to the garden each day, and she looks outside, right? Because she lives in this beautiful place. But outside is, the butterflies are flying outside of the gate, and the weather looks, there's like clouds there a little bit. There's these doves. It's just beautiful here, but they're butterflies. But the point about it is that she looks outside the gate and says, wow, I wonder how it would be outside of this kind of palace, right? Maybe she thinks her palace or her house is a prison, kind of, because she wants to leave the garden and open the gate, the garden and the gate. That's what your person wants. So this really looks like they're in another relationship. It does. And every day this little girl looked outside, and she said, is today going to be the day? Am I going to do this? I bet you I'm going to be happier outside of this gate. So we're going to end this reading, Sagittarius, and go to their extended. They're all super affordable. I have the link below in the description box. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here. God bless. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.